Alright, Joey, back another video, back another reaction. NBA player Kevin Durant gets exposed by adult star. And quote unquote, he brought a backup. Now this adult star is Lana Rhodes. And I guess she hinted that it was Kevin Durant that took her out on a date. I really don't know what happened. That's why we're here.
Hello guys, I'm Jada Black. Salute to everybody tuning in. Apparently,
too loud.
a
Check it out, see what happened.
Instagram model, adult film star, apparently is outing Kevin Durant. Now, her name is Lana Rhodes, and I believe she was doing an interview and she spoke about being flown out to see a Brooklyn Nets player, and the fact that he also had a backup girl, just in case that date didn't go well.
Now hear me out. Even though he just said that, let me give my honest opinion on why Kevin Durant brought a backup date to this one. Kevin Durant, just knowing the kind of person Kevin Durant is, he's not about the small talk. You know, he's ready to go crazy. If you ain't doing these, what's that dance? These? If you ain't doing these, I don't care. He doesn't care. He's trying to go crazy. Simple.
And she discussed how
it was probably her idea to go on a date.
He seemed very disinterested in her.
What's that TikTok?
And the date just didn't go well. And apparently now she wants to speak out about it. And this wasn't something that was, I don't know if it was too recent. Maybe it was recent. But people have used their detective skills, and they have surmised that it is indeed Kevin Durant, because she mentioned that he was a Libra. And according to this article, they've been looking up birthdays just to figure out who the Libra.
So it's between him and, well, no, Joe Harris is not considered a Libra. So just Kevin Durant, huh? It is that how September? Let's check the calendar for Libras. Let's see. Libra dates. September 23rd to October. Yeah, it's only Kevin Durant. So you basically exposed it was KD.
On the roster is
Joe Harris doesn't count.
It came down to being Kevin Durant. Now, we all know Kevin Durant, has been living a single life for a while. He was in a serious relationship like years ago, but Kevin Durant has pretty much been doing him. He has not been interested in settling down whatsoever. And my thing is this with these particular females. Why even do this? Now, she didn't put his name out there, but why would you say, one, he's with the Brooklyn Nets, and two, that he's a Libra?
You didn't just think said that you might as well just say it's Kevin Durant. Go ahead and say it. You just gave out the two biggest clues on who it is. Plays for the Nets, and he a Libra.
No other Libras on the roster except him? I think Kevin Durant wasn't interested on the date, probably because the date was her idea. I think Kevin Durant wanted to smash, and this meme here, I'm going to put it on the screen. This meme says everything. Not meme, but this screen cap says everything.
What you want.
I hate small talk, what you want.
Basically,
I saw this on social media. I had about it, because that's Kevin Durant.
That's
Kevin Durant is not a small talk type of guy. So when she came there to Brooklyn, I don't think going on a date was his idea. I think it was more her idea. But let's get into this article from Osimo. Also have an article here from Bro Bible. It says,
French fry, ice chop, pad thai, baked pop, pork chop, soda pop, scallop, kebab, soursop, hot pot.
Don't care about
that. Adult star Lana Rhodes is always getting plenty of attention, and NBA players have taken notice. She apparently drawn attention from NBA players, specifically some players on the Brooklyn Nets. We were first to break the story during a recent edition of her Three Girls, One Kitchen show. I said an interview. She was on her own show. So that's my fault. I said she was during an interview, but that was actually her podcast. I believe. Rose explained that a Brooklyn Nets player invited her and her friends to a playoff game. Lana did not reveal the name of the Nets player who hooked her up with with the Skybox, but she did reveal the player in question is a Libra. And I guess in her small mind, she did not think that people would put two and two together. Maybe, maybe not. Guess what? There's only one Libra on the Nets roster. Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper himself, is a Libra, and this is the roster here. And he's the only Libra. He's the only Libra on the roster. Now that makes a whole lot of sense. KD is single and free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to bring a backup date just to make sure he gets a W, that's his prerogative. Sounds like something a man with a snake nickname would do.
You do KD like that.
Plana. Listen, man, I don't know what she thought. She thought Kevin Durant wanted to be her boyfriend. Listen, Kevin Durant brought you.
Hey man, this is Kevin Durant. Do you see this face? Does this look like a person that wants a relationship? This man don't want no relationship. The only relationship he wants is a ring.
Him play because he wanted
another
to
ring
smash.
To his resume.
And I think that it became
no
clear to him that may not happen. And he probably thought that, well, she does adult films and, she's she's a social media personality. I'm pretty sure that this would be, an easy W for him, but it wasn't. And that's why he seemed very disinterested in dealing with her. And let's get to this other article too from Bro Bible. All right. Lana Rose claimed Brooklyn Nets player took her out on a date and brought along another girl with him as a backup option. Former adult actress Lana Rose had an interesting interaction with an unnamed Brooklyn Nets player while she was in New York recently. In her latest episode of her Three Girls One Kitchen podcast, Rose claims a Nets player who was trying to hook up with her invited her and her friends to a game and put them in a skybox. After the game, Rose says they all went out to dinner and she quickly became uninterested in the player after he brought along another girl to the date as a backup option.
Yeah.
That's because Kevin Durant
I'm Kevin Durant.
wanted to have a menage a trois. He wasn't interested in just you.
He tried to go. I told
Kevin
y'all.
Durant was Kevin
he's just
Durant,
trying to go crazy. He's just trying to go crazy. He's not looking for that word.
Good morning, folks.
Durant was trying to smash, and he brought her along, yes, because she was down for it, down for whatever. And Kevin thinking because of her background that she would be interested in that. But obviously she was not interested in that. Maybe she thought she was going to get into a relationship with KD.
No.
These females don't just want to just be, getting piped down by these athletes. They want relationships. They want PDA with these guys. They want to be able to attach themselves to them. Let's see. Rose says she left in the middle of dinner because the date was boring and she didn't have the chemistry with the player. I guess the player.
What did I say?
Ended up leaving dinner not because of that.
Let's read this one sentence. And he was just like, I don't have opinions on anything. I don't have favorite anythings. He was serious and he wasn't just saying that to just shut down the conversation. He's not spicy enough for me. Whoa? What do you want to know? Rhodes, what do you want to know about KD? He's not spicy enough for me. What is that supposed to mean?
Situation, because at that point you're already friend zoned. I don't give a care who you're talking to. The date was really boring. I don't want to be mean, but me and this guy just didn't click. And I'm like, what's your favorite this? What's your opinion on this? And he was like, I don't have opinions on anything.
Don't care.
That sounds like KD.
I don't want to hear
this. I don't have favorite anything.
I don't talk about
and
this.
He was serious, and he wasn't just saying that to shut down the conversation. He's not spicy enough for me. So she wants a guy with a little bit of, who can spill some tea. A guy that she can laugh with. A guy
Man,
that does.
Do you think this is love and hip hop? We just spilling tea on people? Oh my goodness.
That's the type of guys she's used to. Guys who are a little bit more goofy,
man.
on the goofy side, who are a little bit more extroverted. You know, Kevin Durant is an introvert. Kevin Durant is a bit of an introvert, man. Kevin Durant is not going to be out here trying to make people laugh, being goofy. That's not who he is. That's not his personality. Kevin Durant is not the type of guy that's going to go out there and, you know, be entertainment. You know, you're his entertainment. I think Kevin Durant was like, yo, you need to be impressing me. I'm not here to impress you.
He said, I'm the millionaire.
You know, I'm here to hook up, you know, this threesome, allegedly. I'm not interested in anything but that. And I think she may have gotten in her feels a bit over that. Rose did say the Nets player is a Libra, which could hint at who it may be. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the player is going to get a second date with Rose. I don't think he's missing out on much. What is he missing out on? I mean, who hasn't been with this chick? You know, I did some research, and
he said, I know your background. I'm just trying to go crazy.
Could there be a challenger to the
I know what your background is. And I need the Brooklyn treatment.
A lot of guys, so I don't think that KD's
that's basically what he said.
I think KD's just enjoying being.
He just said, I just want the Brooklyn treatment. I play for the Nets. I'm just trying to go crazy. I don't want none of that. Single, you talking about?
Being, you know, in the New York area.
I'm just trying to,
you know,
hit
women love to fly out.
Cross on Giannis and pull up.
Fly out anywhere. But if these women
you talking about the relationship stuff, I'm just trying to win a ring.
Able to fly out to a Los Angeles or a Miami or a New York, you know, it's gonna increase. It may increase your chances of being able to smash some of these chicks, and maybe that's what KD thought. You know, but it's obvious that this chick was not used to a guy like him because, again, Kevin Durant is a little bit more introverted. He's not
just
trying
to cross up a compo.
He's not going to entertain you and make you laugh.
You want
maybe
something
he's
else.
More that way, you know, in the locker room around his teammates. But with females, like, he's just used to, you know, meeting them, you know, greeting them, and smashing them. He's probably not used to sitting there having, you know, thoughts,
like
conversations,
KD.
You know?
That sounds just like KD.
He's not that type of guy. He's just not. So I don't know what she thought he was gonna do. Just like what this says. Now, this could be real or not, but I thought this was very funny because this is KD. If anything is KD.
I just thought something funny just now.
This is KD all the way. KD is not about
KD
this small talk.
He wants an aggressive female, don't he?
Now, he will hop on his burner account.
He wants somebody that's just aggressive.
He'll go at people. But Kevin Durant is not the type of person who's going to sit up there and have entertaining conversations with you to make you laugh or, you know, to try to win you over. That's not who he is. That's not who Kevin Durant is. And I don't think that she's used to that. But I think that to Kevin, he was like, at least try, right? Because if it don't work with this one, I'll have another one. That's how these guys are. That's why I don't understand why these women chase these athletes. I just will never understand.
Anyways, that's good off this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what you think. And I'll see y'all in the next video.